Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So when it comes to the NBA draft, when you have a top 5 pick, it can be very, very difficult to decide as a franchise who you want to get. And obviously, a lot of the players turn out to be all-stars, superstars, and sometimes you got busts, right? Now, as far as last year's draft, Zion Williamson and John Morant have both looked like future superstars of the NBA, to the extent where it's like, how would both of these guys have been, if just that one little switch up would have happened, if it would have been like, hey, the Pelicans like, you know what, man, we want John Morant, we want a point guard, we don't really want a big guy, we just dealt with Anthony Davis and that not really work out, we want our future star guard, man. So for today's video, what we're going to do is we are going to see what if John Morant and Zion Williamson switch teams, aka, John Morant got drafted first and Zion got drafted second. So the way we are going to handle this is we are going to assume that all the other moves out there still panned out the exact way. Let's assume that Anthony Davis was just like, you know what, I don't want a rookie point guard, I want to go play with LeBron James. So we're going to assume everything happened exactly the same. For this first season, what I am going to do is I am going to show you guys how I think both these players would fit in, because I don't want to make like any trades or anything like that, because the point of the video is to see how these guys do, rookie season wise, if they switch teams. Also, I'm not messing with injuries just because, it's a video game. So, I want to see a full season of Zion on the Memphis Grizzlies and vice versa with John Morant on the Pelicans. Also, for the second season, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do like a partial rebuild and kind of build around both those players on the opposite teams. How I would do it if I was the GM, if it was just like, you know what, I want to draft the best players available. I'll worry about building around them later on. So that will be the second season of this, guys. So if you guys don't mind dropping that like on this video, man, 1,000 likes is always the goal. And of course, if you're one of the 50% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, guys, would be greatly appreciated. I would like to do this for, some more players out there too, man. So if you guys want this series, like, just let me know in the comment section below, drop a like and all that, so I know that you want to see it. So yes, the first team we are going to look at is the John Morant Pelicans. How exactly do I think John Morant, a ball-dominant guard that you want the ball in his hands, would fit in with the likes of, well, Lonzo Ball, right, guys? Because Lonzo Ball they would have just traded for. And this is the lineup that I decided to go with. It's looking like this. It's a bit of a small ball lineup, guys. This is not correct. Okay, so this is what I do think the starting five would kind of look like, guys. We got John Morant at point guard. We got Jrue Holiday at the 2. I actually put Lonzo Ball at the small forward position. I don't see any reason why he could not handle himself at that position anyway. Just because obviously he's 6'6", he's got great defense. His 3-point shots really improved. So it's not to the point where I wanted to just like have Lonzo Ball just come off the bench. You know what I'm saying, man? Because I do think he needs to be in the starting lineup. It would essentially be a 3-guard lineup, but I think it would work out fine. Now I do have Brandon Ingram at the 4. Would be a little nervous about that just because he is very skinny and stuff, so you kind of worry about him getting muscled up by some of the other players out there. But he's like, what, 2K has him listed at 6'7". I think he's closer to 6'9", isn't he? So I don't know if that's just 2K acting up or whatever. So yeah, I have him in the power forward position. There was not really any other like great options for that 4 spot anyway, so I was kind of okay with having that. Plus having the defense of Lonzo Ball and Jrue Holiday anyway would kind of help out a bit too when Derek Favors is pretty decent on the inside. For the bench unit, I got JJ Redick, Jackson Hayes, Nicolo Melli, and Josh Hart for a 9-man rotation. So yeah, I think this team would actually be pretty damn epic here, guys. Just a lot of good ball movement, a lot of just a really fun team to watch too. Definitely want to run like a 7-second offense or something along those lines. Let's actually switch to that real quick here. They actually got pace and space. It's actually not too bad. Let's see what 7 seconds looking like. Yeah, let's actually stick with pace and space, and that's Alvin Gentry's preferred system anyway. And then for the Memphis Grizzlies, this gets a little bit interesting because they do have Jaren Jackson, they have Jonas Valanciunas, Brandon Clark, so their front court is pretty much loaded up there, guys. So what I decided to do, plus they don't really have a point guard, they have Tyus Jones, who's fine. Like, I like Tyus Jones, I just don't want him starting for my basketball team, right? So the lineup I decided to go with is with point guard Justice Winslow, just because I really liked him when the ball was in his hands on the Miami Heat. We got Dylan Brooks at the 2. Zion would actually need to switch over to the small forward position, which obviously he could play it. Plus, when you have Jaren Jackson and Jonas Valanciunas, both those guys can stretch the floor. I wouldn't really be like too concerned about like the paint being clogged up or anything. This might actually work out better for him being at that small forward position because ain't nobody going to be able to play defense on this line. Like, this lineup has so much height to it, it's absolutely crazy. And then the bench, I do have Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones, Dieng, and DeAnthony Melton for a 9-man rotation. That sounded pretty good to me out there. But yeah, out of both these teams, like, the fit is actually somewhat decent. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to make some changes for the rebuild portion of it, and I do think looking at the Pelicans, my big change would be, probably needing to decide what to do with Lonzo Ball. Maybe in the future put him at the 2 spot, Brandon back at the 3, and finally power forward, but we'll deal with that all later on here, guys. As far as team records, well, the Grizzlies, they have a full season of Zion in this case, so I'm expecting both of these teams to honestly make the playoff, guys. They're both in the Western Conference, though, so I could see one of them maybe knocking out the other. We'll kind of see about that, but I still think, I don't know, both these teams are really good, but are they good enough? I don't really have a prediction for who I think is going to do better. Let's just go ahead and simulate this NBA season and see what happens. Okay, so Zion and the Memphis Grizzlies finished with 53 wins on the season. As you guys can see right here, pretty close games against the Pelicans. 130 win right here, then 114 loss over here. Let's also look at the Pelicans, and they got a record. Oh my God, they played horrible. They played real bad, guys. 34-47. Okay, well, I guess we know the better of the bunch in this case, right? No, I mean, let's be honest, the fit of Zion on the Grizzlies actually worked out a lot better than having to run like the 3-guard lineup plus having Brandon Ingram at the 4 spot on the Pelicans. So it does make sense. Let's go ahead and simulate through date. Let's see who actually got Rookie of the Year. Probably got to be Zion, though, if this team's, did that well out there. We got LeBron MVP, and we got Zion Williamson Rookie of the Year at 27 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal per game. Boogie Cousins as 6-man, Kawhi Defensive Player, Bam Adebayo. We got Doc Rivers, okay. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, All-NBA third, looking like that with Zion actually making it. Then the All-Rookie teams. We do have John Morant making it now to an 87 overall, and Zion making it, obviously, too, both as 87 overall. Brandon Clark still made it. I was actually afraid he was going to regress a little bit just because, maybe not as many opportunities with Zion being on the court. But, yes, so they are in the playoffs as the 2nd seed, and the Pelicans are now. Let's go to these player stats on the season. So, for the Pelicans, we got John Morant at 26.6 assists. I mean, he absolutely balled out. Ingram was real nice. They had 21, 7, and 4. I mean, I guess the big issue would have been the defense, right? You got Lonzo Ball, who had nearly a triple-double. If you want to have a few more rebounds out there, you got 11 assists per game at the small forward position. I honestly don't really know what went wrong with this team, though. On paper, they look pretty damn good. And then looking at the Grizzlies, Zion was the leading scorer, and the rest of the team was just fine. Point guard Justice Winslow at 12 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists, doing his Lonzo Ball impression out there. Very nice to see. And then I guess let's go to the team stats real quick here so we can maybe get a better idea. So scoring-wise, looks like both these teams weren't we got the Grizzlies at 11th and then the Pelicans at 17th, so it's not too bad. And then defensively, the Grizzlies were the 3rd best defensive team points allowed-wise, and yeah, it looks like the Pelicans, middle of the road on that too, so don't really know where the 34 wins came from, guys. But let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs real quick here, see how the Memphis Grizzlies do, and then we will get on to the rebuild portion of this video right here. And yeah, they got the Golden State Warriors, just beat them 4-1, 32-10-2 for Zion Williamson, 26 for Klay Thompson. Next up, we got the Lakers, Anthony Davis's team, of course, and LeBron James. And okay, yeah, we just got swept by them 4-0. So it's all good. 28-5 for Zion. Here we go, man. Here we go. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I've never really done a 2-team rebuild like this before. The Pelicans should obviously have probably the bigger priority when it comes to this just because their team did do really bad. But we are going to go to the staff signing for both teams right here. Just check it out on both sides. Elvin, let's actually fire him, guys. The D- for the defense, we can do better out there than that. Let's get the man, Michael Stafer. Let's get Michael Stafer. And he runs pace and space, which this team likes to run anyway. So we got him signed up. And then for the Grizzlies, we need a head coach for them. You know what? Give me Jacob Underwood. Shout out to Click Productions, guys. Shout out to Click Productions. There we go. Signed up. Alrighty, next up, we are going to have the NBA draft. I didn't see... Okay, looks like the Pelicans got the 10th pick in the draft. So, for them, probably got to focus on the power forward position for sure. If I can, I am going to try to maybe package the pick with probably Drew Holiday. I don't know if that's going to be an option or not. Kangwoo would actually be a pretty decent fit at the center position. Maybe I'll just use my draft pick and call it good. We got Theo Maledon. Definitely don't need another point guard. Vernon Carey's there, but he's more of your kind of traditional power forward. Isaac Okoro, definitely defensive oriented. Tyrese Maxey, I do like quite a bit also. You know what? I think I'm actually going to go with Tyrese Maxey as a shooting guard. And then hopefully I can replace Drew Holiday, and Tyrese can be the backup for us. So that should work out pretty nicely. Okay, next pick, we got the Memphis Grizzlies. They do not have a first-round pick, so yeah, we're not going to really worry too much about that. All right, man, so rookie signings. Mirko Popovic, this guy's a beast, and Tyrese Maxey. Both these guys signed up to the team. Team player options, nothing there. Nothing. Okay, we got Marco Gur. Yeah, you can come on the team. Why not, man? Welcome to the squad. Qualifying offers, DeAnthony Melton will extend it. We are going to probably have to re-sign Brandon Ingram. I would like to just give him his money and call it good, but, you know, all 2K is sometimes. Okay, so free agents for the Pelicans. I don't really know how much money we got freed up here. We actually got a little bit to actually work with. So I do think the power forward position is what we are going to really need to lock up here. Lonzo might put him as starting shooting guard, then Brandon Ingram will go back to the 3 spot. So yes, I do think Danilo Gallinari would be a really solid fit. Just add some more floor spacing, you know, especially at that 4 spot. So we'll sign him to a contract, hopefully. And, oh, I got to renounce. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. Can I, like, renounce rates on all of these guys and then keep Brandon Ingram? We got a trade exception. It's only $1 million, though. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not doing that then. I would way rather keep Brandon Ingram. So, for the Grizzlies, do they got any players out there they need to re-sign? We got Josh Jackson. Yeah, that's completely fine. I guess maybe... Yeah, probably the point guard position is what we actually want to look at the most, because Winslow actually did fine in it, but I'd rather get maybe a bit more consistent, like, backup point guard. But also a team we don't really have too much money to work with right here, so let's just get Anthony Davis, man. Let's get AD. No, we can't just get Anthony Davis. I mean, I guess we could go for him, but yeah, it's not going to happen. Aaron Baines, don't really need a lot of big guys out there. So yeah, I think Shabazz would be a nice little scoring point guard have for the Grizzlies. Ingram is getting an offer from the Spurs. Okay, well, we definitely can't allow that, so... Shabazz does agree over here, and then we do have to match Brandon Ingram. It looks like Jalil's not going to... No, I'm sorry, Derek Favors. Yeah, $25 million. I don't really want to get him back for that anyway, so we will match Brandon Ingram and hopefully try to get us a better center, guys. Okay, so we're in actual free agency now, and yeah, the center position is what we really need. I think I'm going to try to do a sign trade with Derek Favors. I'd really like to go maybe for like a Miles Turner. That would be kind of nice, so hopefully we get him signed up. Come on. Okay, we got Derek Favors. Going back to the Grizzlies. Once again, not really too much money to work with right here. I guess I'll get like Justin Holiday. Can never have enough 3-point spacing, especially, you know, having Zion on the court too. It's like Justin Holiday would work out nicely with him. Probably playing the 2 spot mostly. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season, and we're going to check out some trades. Just not really a lot of great free agency opportunities for either one of these teams right now, with some of the money being spent. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, so this is what the team is looking like right now for the Pelicans. I do have Ingram back at the 3 and Lonzo at the 2 spot now. Yeah, I don't really like Melly, you know, for the power forward positions, so we are definitely going to have to take care of that. So power forward and really center too, because Derek Favors is fine. I don't know, man. Do I keep Derek Favors? Like, he can rebound and score on the inside. Here, let's do a trade. We are going to get rid of Drew Holiday. I think we did kind of, like, come to that agreement. So, Drew Holiday is going to go. And, yeah, let me toss in, I guess, like, Josh Hart, because I'm not really using him anyway in a first-round draft. See what's offered up, guys. Looking for a power forward center position. Tobias would not be a bad fit. Very overpaid, in my opinion, but you also get J.R. Smith out of it, so that's decent. We got Chris Middleton. No. Jonas Valanciunas. No. Paul Millsap out here. We got P.J. Washington. Okay, we also get Dwight Howard. That's actually kind of interesting, guys. I think PJ would actually be the perfect fit at that 4 spot for this team. Could go Rudy Gobert. Not really looking for him, though. Jonathan Isaac, of course, is great. And Aaron Gordon, you get out of it, too. Okay, so we got some good offers here. I really like this offer, too, but I just don't really have the room for both these guys on the team. So let me go with the... Because I just feel like this is like a realistic one. Like, PJ would actually fit in really nicely with this team. So, I don't really need Dwight Howard, but I guess I'll get him on the team. Why not? And, yeah, I guess that will actually allow us maybe to trade away. Because we got probably Derek Favors actually now, man. We can still go with Derek Favors and look for maybe like a backup point guard. I think that's probably the way to go. And we got Tobias, we got Eric Bledsoe, and Robin Lopez. Okay, Marcus Smart, Daniel Tice, decent. A lot of really good trade offers coming our way here, man. But, yeah, I really just want a backup point guard. Yeah, Luke Kennard cannot play point guard. Well, I think he probably could. No. Yeah, give me Ricky Rubio. Sure, why not? I mean, there we go. And then that will allow us to do a lineup of Ja, Lonzo, Ingram, PJ, Dwight Howard, and I just think Dwight Howard being, extremely athletic and stuff would be a great mentor for Jackson Hayes. We got Rubio, JJ Redick, and Melly. We are going to go with a 9-man rotation. That sounds pretty good to me, so let's get some more minutes out here to Ja at about 35 a game. Our superstar Ingram got to play a lot more. Same with Lonzo Ball. Yo, these guys really trying to take these minutes from these guys out here, bro. Yeah, we don't really need Raul Neto to be getting no minutes at all. And let's get Washington at about 30 a game himself. Dwight Howard about 26. That should be fine. A few more minutes to you. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just kind of tapering things off. All right, that should be good. Wait. Okay, I don't know, man. For some reason, like, if you have a higher overall, you got to have more minutes. Like, if they got more, it just, I don't know. I don't know if it's like OCD or whatever. But yeah, that's how it's got to be my lineups. So that's fine. We still have a 3.5-star pace and space system. And then over for the Grizzlies side of things, we are running the same starting 5 of Justice, Dylan, Zion, Jaren, and Jonas Valanciunas. For the bench unit, we do got Clark, Shabazz, Tyus Jones. Very short backcourt, guys. Makes me a little nervous, and we got Justin Holiday. But that's okay. That's okay. I think we'll figure things out here. So yeah, both things seem to be looking really good. Hopefully the Grizzlies can pick up where they left off from last season, and hopefully the Pelicans, can maybe make the playoffs. They should. Like, that's a really solid team, man. 89, 85, 90, 81, 80. I like it a lot, guys. Let's go ahead, though, simulate this NBA season and see what happens. Okay, so the Grizzlies kind of had a bad season, guys. 43 and 38 for them. So I'm very curious what the Pelicans did. Wow. Bro, that is crazy, man. They both went 43. They both got 43 wins on the season. That is absolutely, like what is the chances of that actually happening? Apparently 100%, man. So one more game against the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know, man. Like, rebuilding 2 teams is actually pretty tough. But yeah, it is what it is. We got Giannis the MVP, LaMelo Ball Rookie of the Year on the Phoenix Suns, DeMarcus, Kawhi. Okay. Both these teams, though, man, just like, I guess actually the Pelicans did improve because they only had like 30-something wins the prior season. So Zion still did get All-NBA 3rd team, so good for him on that. Bro, I thought Trae Young a 95 overall now. Good for him, I suppose, right? But Pelicans made the playoffs. Grizzlies did not this time. So shout out to the Pelicans, guys. Both teams made the playoffs one time. I knew we were not going to win the championship just because, like, didn't really have the salary cap, and I didn't really want to do like too crazy ass of trades anyway. I didn't want to get like Kawhi Leonard, all those guys, just because I wanted to see how these guys, the rookies, kind of shined out switching teams. That was kind of the point of the video, right? But Zion, one sec here, guys. I feel like my computer just made a weird noise. Hopefully it didn't stop recording. Okay, we are still recording. I don't know what just happened right there, bro. But okay, it is what it is. There is the stats for the season, and then we got the Pelicans at 25, 3 and 7 for Ja Morant. So full disclosure with PJ Washington, I knew when I traded for him this was going to be an issue. He doesn't shoot threes in this game. He has like a 76 like 3-point tendency, but his 3-point shot is 0. So I did put that so he would actually shoot some bitch ass 3-pointers. He shot 43%. That's just like a big L from 2K, guys. I don't know why they do stuff like that, but yeah, man. Lonzo played all right. I mean, I love the 12 assists. And that would be like my big issue is like Lonzo Ball and Ja Morant. Both those guys are great playmakers. So how would that work out? I think eventually Lonzo Ball would have probably got traded away or put as a backup. But here we go. Let's go ahead and lose to the Utah Jazz here. Let's simulate these playoffs. If we actually what if we actually get to the finals, man? Come on, man. Yo, there we go, baby. And okay, now we lost to the second round. So both teams did get to the second round on this video. So I guess my final thoughts on this whole thing right here is that I think, I'm happy both these guys got drafted where they draft because it seems like the perfect fit. I feel like Zion on the Pelicans is great and Ja Morant on the Grizzlies is great. But it's still kind of interesting just to see what if, man. So hope you guys did all enjoy this video. If you don't mind dropping that like, subscribing to the channel. If you want me to do this for some other players, just let me know. And peace out, my friends.